Good evening, everybody. It is Chad with CD Shaving doing another night shave here, and tonight we're doing, I like to review products. I love getting new soaps, I love getting new brushes, just trying different things. And I recently had a chance to go to Pastor's Pharmacy in New York, where I spoke with Mr. Leon and picked up a couple of different soaps there, and one of which I picked up, Catie's Bubbles, Terre, verde. From what I understand, that means the green earth. Anyway, so it has, see, it says here it has scent notes of oak moss, sandalwood, and patchouli. So, take the cover off of that. Get a look at that. Somebody told me that it kind of reminded them of mashed potatoes to look at. So, kind of looks like that, I guess. Anyway, so Catie's Bubbles, that's what we're going to be shaving with tonight. Comes in these nice big tubs here. They, I think these are really good tubs. I really like these. This is why I have another Catie's Bubbles as well, but I like these tubs because it's kind of deep in there. They put a 4-ounce puck in, for lack of a better word, in an 8-ounce tub, and they do that on purpose to give you that extra lip for the brush to go against when you load the soap, which I think is a great idea. I really like that. It keeps the soap from spilling all over the place and making a mess. So we're going to go ahead and toss some water in here and get that to start blooming. I just got out of the shower, so my facial hair is all washed and hydrated, ready to shave. So we'll talk a little bit about the soap. It's described on the website as having a gentle, earthy mix of oak moss, sandalwood, and patchouli. Incidentally, for price, it goes for $16 on catiesbubbles.com. However, right now, they happen to have it on sale for $10. How long that lasts, I don't know. Obviously, as this video gets older, that's not going to be accurate information. But if you're watching this as of March 9th, I think today is, 2017, it's on sale. I think it's 30% off, if my math is correct, for $10. So it's a pretty good deal, I think. $10 for any kind of soap, actually, I think is a pretty decent deal, unless the soap is really horrible. But Catie's Bubbles I've used before, and I think their soaps perform really well. As far as I get an ingredient list here going on for this particular soap, it's got stearic acid, water, coconut oil, potassium hydroxide, shea butter, fragrance, jojoba oil, sodium hydroxide, sodium lactate, and glycerin. So, pretty good list. A lot of different ingredients that I see in a lot of the better soaps. Especially shea butter. I'm a big shea butter fan. That my skin does well with that stuff. As does, I know, a lot of people, but I'm just saying for me. Tonight, for brush, I'm going to be using the Body Shop Synthetic. I'm going to go with synthetic on this. I never used to be a big fan of synthetic brushes until I picked this up, and this works out pretty well. A little bit more of a backbone than you would think for a synthetic, but anyway, I've used it a bunch of times. It does work well, and I'd like to give it a shot tonight with this particular soap. Going with the Muhle R41 with an Astra SP blade in it. Wait a minute. First use. Astra SP blade, first use. Yeah. So anyway, we're rocking and rolling with this. We get this soaking in the water, keep this nice and get that nice and heated. We get the soap blooming here. We're gonna go ahead and do a couple of passes. I'm not gonna record it between each pass of rinsing and relathering. I don't think you need to see that. But we'll talk about the soap. We'll talk about the scent. We'll talk about the cushion. The ease of loading, the ease of lathering, the slickness, residual slickness. We'll talk about all that stuff as we go through. But right now, I think it's been, it's been blowing for a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and throw this water on my face. And I got about 2 days worth of growth on here. So now I know what the scent notes say, but as far as the practicality smell is what I kind of call it sometimes. It's what I think of when I smell it. Yeah, it smells really, really good. I really like it. And it does, it kind of reminds me of being outside. I don't want to say earthy per se, but almost like you're going outside on a spring day where there's a bunch of maybe flowers you can smell. You can smell the fresh cut grass. Not that you can smell fresh cut grass. It doesn't smell like that at all, at least not to me. It just kind of gives you that feeling of opening a door and walking outside on a really nice spring day, which is awesome when you've had a really shitty winter like we've had here in the Northeast. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get this baby loaded up. Oh yeah. As you guys know, I like to bowl lather. So got the bowl heated up in the water. And we're going to go ahead and load it here. Again, I don't speed up the film when I load soaps because I kind of want you guys to see how long it takes. I see some people, they go to do it and they fast forward through it, and I'm sitting there going, well, how long was that really? And you can look at the time, but I want to kind of see how it goes, or how it really goes. I really like these tubs. I really do. I love their design on this. It's a smart design. Razor Rock does something kind of similar. The same idea. I don't know that they do it for that reason, as far as loading a brush, but it works. It has the same simple practicality. Okay, they had a lot of soap on there. I'm gonna go ahead and take the rest of it out of this tub, or the stuff that was kind of building up. I'm gonna set this baby aside. Rub some of that on my face. So when I went to New York the other day, had a chance to visit the 9/11 memorial. If you have a chance to do that, I strongly suggest it. It's very emotional. So, anyway, people in New York, man, they are good people. You know what I mean? Like, you go there and you ask anybody for directions, and you don't get the, I don't know, find it yourself. People want to help. You ask them where to go, and they all stop, and if they don't know, you can tell they're thinking about it. I think if you go up this way, so they may not know, but they're still trying to help you, which I think is kind of nice. You don't really run into that in too many areas, I think. But not New York, man. They're there. They are there to help you. Well, not there to help you, but they will help you if they can. At least that was my experience anyway. So. Alright, well, as far as loading the soap, it was pretty easy to load. When I was, doing that earlier, Catie's bubbles, my experience is all, it's typical of that type of soap. As far as lathering goes, I tend to start off with pretty dry brushes comparatively. So I'm just adding some water here. It's lathering nicely. I mean, you know, I think this is actually pretty good. I think I'm gonna go with this. I probably need to add a little bit more water, but I'll do that once it's on my face. So get that going. Yeah, good scent. Good scent. A little dry. Little dry. There we go. There we go. Just had to dial in that water. Haven't used Catie's in a while, so it took me a while to Look at that. It's good lather. Okay. Let's get this party started, huh? First pass with the grain. Muhle R41. Oh yeah. Taking that hair right off. So I don't know what everyone's weather's been like, but it's been really warm here. Well, unseasonably warm in the Northeast. They're talking about maybe some snow couple of flakes on Friday, but other than that, I'm hoping winter's done for the season. Because I am about sick of the snow. I sure as hell am. Yeah. You can smell it. Definitely get the sandalwood scent once this is on, you know? So not in a bad way at all. It's not a strong sandalwood smell. It's just kind of like a little bit of a peak. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of... When I first started wet shaving, I actually didn't like sandalwood. There's a lot of people out there that don't. But as I started, you know, going along and smelling more and more soaps, it's a very popular scent note. And I started running into it everywhere. Somebody at work bought a hand soap with it in it, and between that, you know, things like that, I started getting used to it, and I kind of actually like it now. So I don't like it to be the only scent note, but I do like it quite a bit. All right. First pass review, very good. Definitely a 10 out of 10, 10 being the best. Scent is there. It's not overpowering. It's just light enough where it catches you when you're shaving. I really like that. It's got plenty of slickness, plenty of glide. You know what I mean? It was easy to load, definitely easy to lather. I got plenty of stuff there. I still got plenty of it on the brush to do some subsequent passes, which I'm going to do in a second here. I'm going to go ahead and get lathered up and get ready for that second pass, all right? We will be right back. All right, we're back. Second pass. Sideways or cross grain. Sideways grain? What the cross grain. Eyes to the ear. Making sure to pull that skin, 30-degree angle, grabbing it by the fulcrum of wherever your razor happens to balance out. This one is closer to the neck. It's a tip I got from my friend Douglas Smythe. Thank you, sir. I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes too when I shave, I puff out my cheeks. And it stretches the skin for you. So you can get in nice and close. I have to be careful right about here. I got some skin irritation. It's from my shirt collar today at work. It was rubbing against it. I just don't want you guys to think that that had anything to do with the cream. All right. Second pass. Cross grain. Eyes to ear. Did really well. Same as the result as before. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lather up and go for some substitute. I'm going to do my second cross grain pass, and I'm going to go against the grain in a cleanup pass, rinse off, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts on the soap. The soap is really well. I'm going to finish up my shave, and we'll talk about it after I'm done. We'll see you in a few. Okay, we're back. I did a second cross grain the other direction from ears to eyes, I believe. Maybe it was the other way. Either way, I went the other direction. I did an against the grain pass and then a cleanup pass. And I'll tell you, against the grain went very, very well. Still plenty of slickness. It feels great. I don't have any irritation except for right here. You know, and again, that's from earlier today from the shirt collar. And I'll tell you what's good for that. Diaper cream. It is. It works really well when you get, like, if you guys have the shirt collars that rub against the skin and it causes that. It's really, really good for that. So, but before we go ahead and do that, I'm going to Executive Man. We're going to go Sterling Executive Man with menthol. So you guys know this is one of my favorite stuff that I use for aftershave. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No stinging at all. Man, no stinging. No stinging whatsoever. I really like that. I always get... I tend to be kind of a hard shaver. I probably go harder than I should, or not harder, but more aggressively than I should. So I usually end up with some stinging, but... somebody gave me a tip recently really, really well for holding the razor. I actually think I'm going to do a tutorial on how to shave with a safety razor in a couple of months or a couple of weeks. And we'll talk more about that. But anyway, so like I said today, it was Catie's Bubbles. Lathering. Awesome scent. Great performance. As always, the Catie's Bubbles. So I have no complaints on this one. If you have a chance to pick this up, I highly recommend adding it to your shaving den. We went with Body Shop's Synthetic. Performed excellently. Just for the post shave, we went with T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel unscented, just the regular smelly crap, and the Muhle R41 with Astra SP blade first use. So that's about it. Folks, you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can on that. And please don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you liked it, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.